Hi everyone, welcome to Board of Tanks with stewiejp. I'm Stewie, you're not. Neither any of these blokes. This is another episode of Low Tier Hold My Ginger Beer. This is Oxygen 1 from Daddy Clan, in the ELC even 90. Now this is not the other Low Tier Hold My Beer replays that we've seen in this new series that's taking the world by storm, I might add. The tanks have been one tier down. Now the ELC even 90 is a tier 8 premium French light tank. It's definitely, I would say, the smallest tier 8 tank in the game. Probably the second or third smallest tank in the game. There's the U57 thing, a bit down at tier 3 or something. But at this tier, most certainly, it's absolutely tiny. Now the size can be a blessing. Hard to hit, hard to spot. It's got the best camo rating at tier 8, I reckon. Could be wrong. Anyway, Oxygen 1 from Daddy Clan. He's in a platoon with his old mate Pursuer from VAM. Now, Pursuer's featured on Get On Board Studios already before in some replays, and he's going to be back. Don't worry about that. He loves it. But in this episode of Low Tier Hold My Beer, Oxygen 1 from Daddy Clan in the ELC even 90. It's a tier 10 game, but he doesn't care. He's just going to spot. Now, you've heard me say it a million times, and you're probably sick of it. The best thing about spotting damage, you don't have to pay for your bullets. And that's exactly what Oxygen 1 from Daddy Clan is going to do in this game. Is he on a mission? Because there's a lot of spotting missions for this thing. He's on No, he's not. He's on a mission to capture the base. All right, well, I hope he captures the base. Or defends the base. Look, if he gets the mission, good luck to him. Now, he is in a relatively easy bush to guess that there's a light tank in, and that's why somebody was shooting at him before, but he wasn't lit. At least I don't think he was lit. But the WZ111-4, his name is Run Barry. I know a bloke called Barry. I wonder if it's him. He's saying in the chat to his platoon mate to pursue. So they're shooting at me. But he's moving around. There's lots of bushes in this part of Prokorovka. There's a couple that are, this. If we go to this view, like this bush here is where a lot of people go, or this bush here, but you can move it around. There's quite a few bushes there, and you don't need to make it too obvious. Anyway, spotting damage, 2,178 spotting damage already. He said that in the chat. I know my face is covering the chat, but sometimes it has to. But he said to his platoon mate, I've got nearly 2,000, over 2,000. Oh, he nearly gets blind fired there. There's a lot of, if you look at the mini-map, there's a lot of tanks down there. The M46 Patton, the ISU 152, the Char was spotted there as well. The Char's down to a one-shot, 138 hit points. That's a one-shot for anybody. How tempting was that? He was so tempted to shoot, but he didn't. He was tempted, but he didn't. Tell me about the gun. Stewie, it's a 3-shot auto-loader. DPM, I'm told, is not very good. But it's an auto-loader. They're not supposed to be very good. And he's a light tank. He's here for spotting. It's a 90mm gun. That's where the 90 comes from in the name, ELC even 90. 220 alpha damage, 175mm of penetration with standard ammunition. That's bad. That's not much. APCR is premium for 215mm. There's an E100 on the enemy team. So if he finds the E100, he just wants to spot the E100. Now, the E100 has been spotted, probably in the middle somewhere, over where the UDAS 1516 is currently there. This is the old 357 matchmaker. The Char Future 4 on the enemy team is the only tank that's been killed. He's been killed because Oxygen, in his little ELC even 90, spotted it. The LT432 is getting brave. He's thinking, I'm going to have to move here. He's double bushed, so he's going to have to get within the spotting circle. He does. And, wow, everyone shoots at him. The Borsig, he spots the Borsig. He spots the GSAW 1008. That's a premium auto-loading. British tank destroyer is running as fast as he can because he knows if he gets hit once or twice, he's dead. He's down to 528 hit points. He only caught one shot of damage, and that was from the IS-32, the double-barreled Tier 9 Russian heavy tank, the one with 2 guns. But the LT-432 was killed, and that is a good advantage on Prokorovka, as Oxygen 1 from Daddy Clan knows. Now, the LT-432 did the hero run to try and spot out the ELC even 90 in the bush, which, I don't know, if he was probably, that T100L, the LT-432 on the enemy team probably could have been more productive or more useful by spotting mid, but I guess he thought the WZ was doing that, and maybe these heavy tanks. There's only a few tanks there, but they didn't know that. Oxygen, though, he wants some more spotting damage. He's up to nearly 3,600 assisted damage. But the night is young. The night is young. 3-1. His team are up by 2 tanks. 3-1. They haven't killed any of the tier 10s yet. There's 3 tier 10 tanks still on the enemy team. The E100, the UDES 1516, and the Striv 103B. On his team, there's a WZ 11150 who's fighting gallantly in the middle up against the E100 and the IS-32 in the middle of the map. UDES 1516, who's done a great flank. Looking at the mini-map in the southeast, he's having a great time up there. And the Jagdpanzer E100, the big, fat, dirty 100,000 alpha damage gun. Loving it. Nearly 4,000 assisted damage now. He's creeping up here. A little bit wary of the WZ. The WZ 111, whoa. The WZ 111 1-4 last spotted just to his right. Oh, look at that. He's turned his tank around, I think. That's why the arrow's facing north. Clever. He's turned his backwards and forwards. He's rolling forwards and backwards on that road that goes down the Prokorovka western flank. Looks back towards, see what's back there. There's a Byzantine. The Burask is getting the hell out of there. He spots the enemy Burask. There's a big party going on down there as he gets another 362 damage. They're still shooting those bushes. Did you see that? The enemy knew he was up there, and the enemy knew that he was doing quite well up there. But they still think he's up there, so they were shooting in those bushes. Now he's got the pattern spotted for some more assisted damage. That was 715. Don't have to pay for your bullets, remember. 138 damage done so far. Oxygen 1 from Daddy Clan in the ELC of a 90. Low tier, hold my beer. Ginger beer. I do like that stuff. That's the Christmas one, which means it's probably out of date. Anyway, 6,000 combined, he says to his platoon mate. His platoon mate's saying, whoa, look out. What happened? Who spotted him then? The WZ, you reckon? Oh, Barras gets him for 348 hit points. Leaves him on 180. Very, very... There's a bit of luck in this. His team are winning, but only by 1 tank. 3-2's the score. 1 kill to Oxygen. He got the 1 kill on the LT432. The Char and the Standard B have both been killed. 2 auto reloaders, both being killed. He wants that WZ gone. GORN. Run Barry is his name. Was Run Barry in a game yesterday? Day before? Who knows? The score's 4-2. Pursuer's in the Lands and Sea. Is getting ready. Lands and Sea's got a pretty good gun for a Tier 8 premium tank, but it is a Tier 10 game. That's why they call it low tier, hold my beer. A couple of tanks get taken out elsewhere. The Borsig, who he was spotting a while ago, goes down to the WZ 115A. The ISU kills the UDES. That's the first Tier 10 casualty in the game. And unfortunately, it's a Tier 10 on Oxygen's team, but Oxygen doesn't care. He's just going to spot the team and reap the benefits. 6,000 assisted damage, just about. Just a little bit under. CVS, he says in the chat. So he's got the Commander Vision system. Commander Vision system is a new piece of equipment. finds the Burask. The G-Saw goes down. And now he's got to run again. He did get spotted there. He got another shot of damage in. A shot of damage into the Burask for 263 hit points. Got some spotting damage as well. Picked up another 800 assist on that G-Saw as the G-Saw got pounded by, was it the Jag? I think it was. And that WZ 115A is still there. And Oxygen 1 second. Jeez, if somebody can just kill this Tier 9 Chinese heavy tank, my job will be a hell of a lot easier. If you can see where he was driving, when he was driving on that road, these bushes might have blocked the view from the WZ 1-4. But that blue circle around the tank, if you haven't got that turned on, turn it on. It's in your settings. If a tank comes into that blue circle, regardless of your camo values, your crew skills, you're going to be proxy spotted. They're just going to know you're there and you'll be lit. And in a map like this, in a tank like this, you're not going to... He was pretty lucky before that it was only the Burask that shot him, to be fair. But you got to take the good with the bad. If it was the ISU 152 that shot him, he'd be dead. If it was a WZ that shot him, he'd be dead. E100, IS-32, in fact, any tank that was still alive back then had have shot him with a higher alpha damage gun, he'd be gone, back in the garage with that big scratch on top of the turret. 9-6 the score. There's an all-in brawl happening on the WZ. He'd love to get involved, but he's, again, being very, very smart about this. Don't get involved because you're a one-shot. And if the enemy team are any good, they'll take the one-shot out first. Run Barry can't run. He's surrounded by the Byzantine, the T-28, the Jagdpanzer, the Lands C. The Lands C, if pursuers started to get away, realises, hang on, I'll be lit here. If I cross this ridge, they'll all shoot me. All those. This is Prokorovka. There's always people down there in the southwest corner. Oxygen, though, says, don't worry. They've just spotted the TL1 LPC. The LPC, the little people's club. No, the LP. I don't know what the LPC stands for, but it was a pretty fly for a white guy tank. The Offspring, awesome little tank. Love it. Great for front lines. Anyway, Oxygen 1 from Daddy Clan. Low tier, hold my beer. Looking at the IS-32, thinking, oh, is he going to get a cheeky kill here? Decides against it, not quite sure how close he is to that ISU-152. The ISU-152 last spotted just in front of his circle there. See how he's stopped without the circle, touching where the ISU-152 was last seen? Decides that he would have spotted him, does spot him, looks, he's thinking, oh, the ISU-152 knows he's lit. He's only on 216 hit points. Can he kill him? Doesn't matter. He doesn't. The Byzantine does. 12-8 the score. Only 3 enemy tanks remain. The E100, now they're all talking about this E75. The E100 is up there, fighting with the E75. E100 on 887 hit points. The E75 on 1320. But there's also a G-Saw up there on 1,200 hit points. So it will be interesting to see. Our friend Oxygen, though, from Daddy Clan, in the ELC even 90, low tier, hold my beer, finds the TLC tank. Down he goes. Brings his spotting damage up to over 8,000. All of a sudden, there's STRV 103B, another tier 10 tank. I think that was the first time that STRV has been spotted this game. And Oxygen will say, I can smell another 1,000 assisted damage here. So he drives in, shoots him once. His friends clean it up, and his spotting damage goes to 9,609 in game. Let's see what the result says, because the sometimes you get more spotting damage in the results than you do in the game, because they don't pick up some blind shots and stuff like this. And this is no exception. 10,000 assisted damage. Nothing wrong with that. Low tier. Hold my ginger beer. Oxygen 1 from Daddy Clan. What a game, mate. Fantastic job. ELC even 90. He doesn't care that it's a tier 10. He doesn't care that he fight is 2 tiers lower than the top tier tanks on the enemy team. He doesn't care because he's backing himself and he's going in there. He's getting that spotting damage and he's doing what he can to carry the game. Ace Tanker Mastery Badge. Spotter Medal. Patrol Duty. He spotted 6 tanks and he got 10,000 assisted damage. Yeah, he got a kill. He did a bit of damage. Look at the second page, 1,528 basic speed. We talked about that last time and the time before. If you're a low tier and you're getting damage or kills or spotting damage, in particular in this game, spotting damage, against higher tier tanks, you get a bigger base score. You get a bigger base score, more likely to be an ace, and also more likely to rack in the credits. Now, before I show you the credits, shout out to Pursuer, who got second by XP. That might have been an ace tanker as well in the Lands C. 3,489 hit points of damage done. All sniped. I'll guarantee it was all sniped, but he's a low tier tank. That's what he's doing. Picking up the damage where he can, bringing home the credits where he can. Did Oxygen 1 make credits? You know it. 164,000 credits. That's after tax with a premium account in that 12.5-minute game. Yes, it's a premium account. Yes, it's a premium tank. Looks like there's no boosters there, or possibly a small booster, but he loved it. Nothing wrong with that. Plenty of credits. You don't have to pay for your bullets when you get your assisted damage. Oxygen 1, thank you very much. This has been another episode of Low Tier, Hold My Beer. What to do when you're low tier? Don't give up. Don't type in GG in the... Don't be that guy. Just do what you can. And you'll be surprised what you can do. Really. I'm surprised every day. Once again, thanks for the replay, Oxygen 1. You're a legend, mate. Welcome to Get On Board Studios. I'm sure this is the first replay that you've sent me. Thanks for watching as well, everybody. Take care and see you all next time.